Okay. Go to Ultralux, do some gambling, get some cannibalism done.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Yep.
My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please.
Right, okay. The pimp boys. God damn it. Okay. Well, let's get some gambling done.
How do you fare?
Well, let me go get some chips from... Where do I get chips from? You give me chips?
Welcome to Top Shelf.
Nope, you do not. Who do I need to talk to get some chips? No, over here. Don't worry.
Humbly at your service. Here's your chip. Is there anything else?
Oh, God.
Green.
$19. I'll say, I guess. Fuck! Damn. Damn it. Piss on it. Oops. Yeah, that was kind of low. I could get a 2. Fuck you. Damn it. Let's say. Fuck you. Damn it. That's 13, 14, 18. get it too. Aww. It's 10, 15, 16, 17. Yep. I could get a 2. Or a 1, that's fine too.
Greetings.
Oh, I'm getting kicked out. Hello? Oh, there he is.
I must say, fortune seems... Oops. Oh, never mind. Then oops. You certainly seem to be making a splash with all your success in the casino. Our executive chef prepared this delicacy for you himself. Enjoy.
Okay. Okay, I thought it was gonna be mystery meat. I gotta talk to him in a little bit.
Salutations.
Oh. Fucking. Oops, there we go. It could be 3. Or not. Oh, right, never mind. I don't know how games work. How long until they kick me out? Bust. Damn. Oh. Okay. I'm bullshitting my way through that one. doing too well. The other casinos were easier than this. I'll just gonna stay. Uh, 6, 7, 8, 18. I'm just gonna stay. Damn. That was an awkward situation. I'm losing again. No. Where's my luck be at? I need to be geeked out. I believe. Come on. Yeah, why not? Oh, I think I'm getting kicked out. I think I'm getting kicked out.
You are quite simply the talk of the casino right now with your astonishing play. Do stay in our bon vivant suite so you may continue to dazzle us.
Oh, okay. So we'll keep playing. Fuck. Tired. It's raining. I don't think I can go for a walk today. How much are they willing to lose on me? Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I mean, I gotta do VR today. But, I really want to get a walk in. I'm being kicked out.
How do you fare?
There's the thing proc.
This simply will not do. You're still well.
Let's cash out. Also, why do I have way markers?
Humbly at your service.
Damn, I have a lot of caps. Well, let's talk to the guy about his,
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. Couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
As you should. Okay, so we're just at an angle now, because he's all... You gotta put all the bling bling. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the rebreather on, I guess. Ultra Lux.
How do you do? Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
I'm looking for someone.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
I didn't ask that.
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear. A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel?
Yeah,
what will people
shady.
say?
Kinda shady.
I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
So you guys eat human flesh?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances.
Okay.
Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses
Sounds like
since
you
settling
did
into our
eat
new
human
home.
flesh. You're doing
I've
a very
seen to
bad
it that
job.
those days are behind us. You disgust.
Trying to get on the good side. That mortar seems like a mortar to me.
Good day. How may I be of service, madam? Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation? You are. Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be 1 floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Okay.
Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them. Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father. Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary. I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people, but I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way. I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest.
Okay.
Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him. No. Everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. He'll look guilty. Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in the kitchen beneath the gourmand. Here are some keys that will allow you access. The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired and our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he's surrounded it with booby traps.
Oh, no.
If you...
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Oh, there's a fussful here.
Hey!
Oh, hello.
Come on! That's enough of that.
Matchbook. Steam room. Follow the steam room 4 p.m. Okay. Ugh. 4 p.m. Ugh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Oh, your movement. Should you be wearing that armor in here? Ugh. Oh, hey, Chauncey.
Who are you? Matchbook? What about the man I gave it to? Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
And eaten.
Yes. The White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate. The girl, the one who disappeared. I know what happened to her. Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say. He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy. They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo. That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip. I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status. You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although, that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere. Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Gotcha. I've had worse.
Restricted area.
Welcome to the Ultralux. Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas. Perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you'd need a sponsor for... Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone, who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally, but it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders. And you most certainly fit the bill. Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support. I hope...
Thanks. What's over here?
You, what do you think you're doing? You, what do you think you're doing? Curse it all. Your timing couldn't be more atrocious.
Oh, is this the recipe? No. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is the... medicine? Would I have enough if I use that book? Okay. Oh, Med-X. Fuck. Alright.
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work. Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server? What, me? The supreme ruler of the Nevada dining scene? Teach some low-life half-wits how to make food that doesn't smell like burning excrement? Do you think it would sell? You're pushing your luck. Here, I have a few copies on me. This better be good enough. We're gonna have a real problem if this thing isn't a hit. Well, what do you... No! What the... You son of a... Goddamn mother... Oh, let me out!
Okay, intelligence, cool.
How may I assist? Very...
Okay. Try to figure this out.
Howdy. My daddy's gonna kill all... God, who did this? All right.
Okay. He doesn't take notice. Hey, boo butt.
I know I'm not the scheduled speaker, but I have a few words, if I may. There was a time, not so long ago, when we were bound together not as members, but as family, as a clan. And when Mr. House came to us with his proposal, we accepted, knowing we stood to gain much. Little did we know how much we'd lose in the process. As a society, we've endeavored to sample the finest food and drink the world has to offer. But we are living a lie. There is a meat sweeter than the most corn-fed livestock.
When did I get this gun?
Most of you have tasted it. All of you have coveted it. Among us, it is a crime to discuss a return to the old ways that unified our people. Tonight, that all changes. The taboo ends. Let me finish, Marjorie. You don't know it yet, but you are all now guilty of a greater crime. One that ordinarily bears the harshest of punishments. Surely that you are all guilty warrants not only universal amnesty, but also a renewed discussion. For our society to be truly elite, we must dine on the most delicious, the most exclusive food known to us. And tonight, for the first time as a society, you are sampling that very dish, the meat we are forbidden to taste, the way it was meant to be eaten. Fellow members of the White Glove Society, bon appetit.
Birds. I don't know why they want to fuck me up. Hi.
What the...
Alright.
Watch out.
Alright. No one's attacking anyone. So a quick save. We don't want to fight.
Watch out.
We don't want to fight. Where did the guy go?
Salutations.
I don't know where the kid went to. He was right behind me. And then he wasn't behind me.
Tell me good news. He's here. Listen, you do what you gotta do. Rick.
Where did he... Where did the kid go? He was right behind me.
Salutations.
Where the fuck did he go? You know what? It's fine. If the kid just got himself killed, it's not my fault.
Greetings.
I don't know where he went. I already saved the game, it's fine. Well, sir, I rescued your son, but then he fucking disappeared again.
Tell me good news.
Yeah, no, I don't know where your fucking son went to, so I met everybody. House.
An entire army of upgraded Securitrons just standing by over at the fort. Pretty neat, huh? Of course, ask away. Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's one down, 4 to go. Maybe they'll be devoured by giant scorpions. All sorts of things could happen to them out there. That's 2 down, 3 to go. You'd think it'd be bad for this trip, but I guess it must be good. Yeah! Take this strip down a notch or 2, right? That'll show it. Okay. That's 3. A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 4 down. Just 1 to go. Okay. Consider them forgotten. along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten! That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Hoover Dam. I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale, but according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated. Whoops. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive. Great. A ranger named Graham has been placed in charge of security for the president's visit. You'll want to talk to him. Once the president is safe, there's one more thing for you to take care of. This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest. Great! When this is taken care of, we'll be all set for the Legion to make its move.
Aw, just...
Yes, aw. Okay, so... You'll know when it happens. Okay, this way? I have to go around probably. Time's it? It's 8 o'clock. Widowmaker shot off? When did I get that one? Don't need that one either. Don't need cap rod anymore. Oh god, the lag. I'm gonna stop playing for this part of the video, but I'll try to edit it together. Since it's close to the end of the game, we'll just do the end of the game. But I do wanna, if it's not raining, go and take a walk. Try this again.
heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. This is a delicate matter. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit and not much time. Once we start, we'll be on a strict timetable. Are you ready?
All set, let's go.
Good. The President doesn't arrive until tomorrow.
Look at
Get some rest. I'll brief you in the morning. Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside.
Okay.
We've got a busy day ahead of us. Once...
Okay. So this woman tells me there's a missing engineer.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name... We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together, but he hasn't shown up yet. He isn't. I already checked there this morning. We were supposed to meet... I guess I'll...
Hello?
Hi. There's Hoover Dam. Yeah, this is where he lands. Okay, let's save again, right here. There's an engineer somewhere that has a detonator on him.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Okay, that is a weird choice of words. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, bud. What the fuck is happening? Okay. You're not the engineer I'm looking for. You're not the engineer I'm looking for. What's happening?
Hello?
Where's the engineer that I'm looking for at? He's in the crowd. I guess I'll start it, but like I already saved, so we
Nothing is going to happen to the president on my watch.
Hey, you.
Have you finished your security? Let's...
Alright. Who's that silence weapon? So, first things first is we go over here. Let's roll with it, I guess. Go up here. Is he down there yet? I don't see him. Hi.
Thank you, my fellow Californians. Call service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices.
There he is.
It is because of men and women like Private First Class, Jeremy Watson, that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father worked as a caravan car on the short route, and his mother,
You'll be keeping an eye out for
like many
anything
Californians,
suspicious?
braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector.
What the hell? This must control some sort of bomb that he was going to use to kill the president. Nice work catching this. I'll have my rangers go deal with this man right away.
They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood War.
Not now.
Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured.
You just took one fucking dome hit and just died? Okay, moment of truth. Assassin killed. Bomber dealt with. He is flying away and getting away. He's getting away. There we go. There we go. You'll know when it happens. Now we're scared. Are you guys really like... I'm questioning if they're actually like soldiers, because you're really like, where is this taking me? The president saved. I don't know why we had to save him. We're gonna fuck over the NCR anyway. Oh, isn't this cute? If you please dome them. Thank you. Alright, can you take him, please?
Come on.
Kind of fucked. We need some backs. There we go. That was annoying a little. Oof. Face. I'm leaving.
Stay out of the control room.
Hey, okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Thank you, mysterious stranger. Failing though.
Hey!
We get to the yes man and all.
President Kimball survived his visit to Hoover Dam. Nice one. Now, moving on. Don't you love seeing the Lucky 38 all lit up? Sign of things to come. Exciting news! The Legion's massing troops in a staging area east of the dam. Attack imminent. Monster of the East ready to roll.
Are you gonna jump into my chair? You are. Okay. You can stay there. Go get the other chair. You okay, Bubba? Hi. Oh, yeah. Okay. Move you over here more, okay? Oh.
Great! So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations. It turns out there are two ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options.
Options?
We could route the dam's power output to the facility under Fortification Hill. That'll restart its reactor, just like you did with the Lucky 38. That'll wake up the Securitron army you left on standby and give us enough force to push the Legion and the NCR straight out of the Mojave. The other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, it's just a big bunch of concrete. The NCR won't have any reason to stick around. You don't have to decide yet. For now, all you have to do is take this override module and install it on the terminal in the power control room. Good luck. See you at the dam.
Okay, buddy.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
Yep, so everything's on fire.
Let's get going.
hell wasteland thing's happening? Right there? Legion, go home. Remember Bitter Springs. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna figure out my 61. Yeah, this here's Magnum is better. Oh, hello there. Oh god, help me, Veronica! Out! Be gone! Sarah.
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room.
And unfortunately, I need to be in that control room. Sorry. What's happening? Well, I wonder actually. Salvage NCR salvage power armor. That is a lot more armored though.
Nice to see you again. So, we can blow up the dam's generators, or I could route the dam's entire power output to the fort. That'll activate a certain army of Securitrons and set them loose to ravage the Legion. What do you say?
I like having an army.
Yes! This is gonna be fun! I'm unlocking the East Power Plant. Hit the manual switch, then go topside and deal with the Legion and NCR.
Oh. Can we just top down? That's a little obscure action right there. Okay. I don't care. I have Infinity with them at this point. I need zoom in for this one.
Yeah. I guess it works.
Fuck all that, man. That is nice to know. Alright, do we have any drugs? Give me AP again. Did I get rid of my... I'm just gonna...
Had enough? Come on!
Hey, wait, get back here! Where the fuck are you going? What the fuck are you running? You running away from me? I killed everybody. I killed him. I killed him.
Show yourself, and I may let you.
Over here. That's enough of that.
I don't want to do it the boring way. I want to kill him. Fine, I'll talk to you first.
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards. Kaiser's will is made truth through me. I am a hammer against all that defy his rule. If you seek to stand against me...
Okay, well...
Enough words, then. Let our strength settle this. Another kill to...
Dear stranger, Lee, look, please.
I'm gonna need some new limbs.
Had enough?
Oh my god, I fucking burked him. Why is his fucking allies so much stronger than he
Had
is?
enough?
Ow! Veronica, you okay? She's fine.
What'd I miss?
Not much. Hopefully that's good enough. Fucking want a fair fight? Fucking survived an orbital strike. How fucking fair is that? Oh, hi.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you'd called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
Hold that thought, General. I want to introduce you to some of my friends.
And, well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley. Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? It's just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar.
General Oliver, who are dime is ours. Leave at once.
I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that. Who the hell do you think you are? Looking to cash your chips to the sound of NCR bullets, huh? I can oblige.
Are you sure that's wise?
Look, I know you're riding high right now, but let me tell you, you ain't pissing on me right now. You're pissing on the bear. You've been far enough west, I'm guessing, to know how far that claw stretches. Fuck with the bear and...
How about I ask these robots to fuck you and your entire battalion with the rocket barrage?
You want me to make tracks out of here? Head back west? Tail between our legs? No. I came for a fight today. And if you're looking to make me budge, you better have a damn good left hook or I'm not going anywhere.
You're either leaving or you're gonna fight. So.
Right now, that's all that's standing there. Well, except for the corpses. So that's your plan? Hold the dam here all by your lonesome?
While the boomers fly west, works for me.
No. No, you're here in the Legates camp first. I think that says enough. Do you know what you're doing? Making a nation like you think you're doing ain't like chowing down on a pile of fancy lad snack cakes. Think you got the guts to carve out a frontier? Build towns, protect the roads, run supplies, train troops?
Couldn't do a worse job than you.
Hell. Can't believe we got suckered by some road jockey. Should have watched the flank while Caesar's best was making all that noise. I know what those robots of yours can do on a bad day, and I'm not eager to toss lies at them just to make a point. But if you're taking this place, you better hope you can hold it. I'll give my superiors my opinion, but I don't think they're going to listen. So if NCR comes at you, and it will, pray you're ready. I promise you, our situation's reversed, I'd see you hanged.
I see. Yes, ma'am. Please throw the general from the dam.
What the hell? No, get away from me, you goddamn TV on wheels?
Oh, well, this doesn't really matter, huh? Again, doesn't really matter. Really? That's a thing. Hee.
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well, I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality.
Oh.
To be a little more assertive, basically.
Eee.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. And it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry.
Particularly like that.
Everything will be okay.
That doesn't sound
I've
good.
updated the Securitron's targeting parameters, so they know what to do. Vegas will be protected.
No.
So that's where I'll be. Off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Supporting the ideals of independence, the courier was recognized as the woman responsible for a truly free New Vegas. She ensured that Mr. House's tyranny was broken, and that neither Caesar's Legion nor NCR would ever gain control over New Vegas.
Though some super mutants in Nightkin continued to journey to the legendary Utopia, they found little trace of its existence. Some eventually found their way to Jacobstown, but many wandered off into the wastes, confused and disheartened.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
Veronica put her moral sensibilities aside and supported the Brotherhood's new campaign of aggression as best she could. Yet, deep down, she understood that it meant their end would surely be soon to follow.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Goodsprings thrived. More travelers stopped by Goodsprings on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
Oh, see?
Rose of Sharon Cassidy died as her caravan died. In an unmarked grave, another victim of the Mojave.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming. There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
The Kings retained their control of Freeside, and while they continued to favor the needs of locals, they tolerated the citizens of the defeated NCR.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion,
Many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Despite NCR's pledge to support Prim, they abandoned the town after their loss to the Courier. Independent again, Prim operates much as it had before the Powder Gangs arrived, full of ups and downs.
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.